The C.H.E.K Institute Cowboy Qualification, 100% the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about this qualification and the organisation. Okay, so you may be a student, you may be middle class, mummy and daddy are going to pay for the £11,595. Warning, do not do it. And this is the reason why. Okay, so the cowboy qualification is not recognised by gyms, physios, osteopaths, doctors, or anybody officially got already high up qualification themselves. You will have to sell it to them to get them to buy from you. Does that make sense? And on the C.H.E.K website, they'll try and make it seem like you got it's a privilege to get this qualification. It isn't. If you go into the gym with your qualification, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, IMS, they'll look at you like you're crazy. And on top of that, because of Paul's tobacco smoking, when he's supposed to be health and fitness guy, doesn't look good, does it? And recommending or saying about trips and plant medicine is very, very bad too. So they'll get you locked in for £11,595, £322 a month. Do you really want to get locked into that if you've already been to university and spent 40 odd K on your education and you still can't get a job? And this is why I'm doing this video, is because I got duped a little bit. I was thinking, oh, it's highly recognised. Oh, I'll get elite athletes. Bullshit. I even went to 2 different gyms in California, which were down the road from the C.H.E.K Institute, and said, have you heard of Paul C.H.E.K? Who the fuck is he? Well, the C.H.E.K Institute is up the road. We've never heard of it. 2 different gyms. And one gym I really wanted to work in because it was on the roof. I went in there and I said, you know, I'm English, I'm thinking of emigrating to America. This was in 2007. Remember, I started learning about Paul in 2003, and then I qualified as a level 5 master in 2013. But when I was out there, I thought I'd scope around and see who would want to employ me, and it was a closed door. Nobody had heard of Paul C.H.E.K in his hometown in Encinitas, California. Unbelievable. Then I heard about a Scottish practitioner and somebody else from England went out there to try and get work, completely crashed, come back to the UK. One's in Wales, and one's in Scotland. So it's really crazy that they market it so well that you are sold this fake dream that is not going to get you anything. Then if you go to the C.H.E.K Connect website, you'll see that I'm a level 5. I'm telling you that I'm a level 5 master. You can put me into Google anywhere and I'll come up. But they block you when you get to a certain level. And if you start saying stuff that you disagree with, then they ostracize you from Paul C.H.E.K. Then once you've been ostracized, then they block you on the website. But say you're on there to keep you happy. But I'm in Narnia. If you go to the homepage of C.H.E.K Connect, you'll see Gavin Jenkins, the CEO, which is conflict of interest, his partner next to him. Then below him, the backstabber that I've spoken about in other videos. And then you've got all these lower level practitioners that have not done the whole program. So why would you not have all level 5s on one page, all level 4s on another page, all level 3s on another page, so people can make up their own mind? But Gavin Jenkins has 3 websites. He's got the C.H.E.K Institute, the C.H.E.K Connect, and his other website where he's trying to get all the traffic and all the work. And he doesn't refer to you. The same as Paul C.H.E.K will never refer to you. He wants you to refer to him because he's at the top of the tree of this network marketing business. Really, that's what it is. So that's why when I said to Gavin in a meeting not two years ago now, you know, when are you gonna market Paul? When are you gonna get him on Oprah? When are you gonna get him on Joe Rogan and other shows like that? Oh, we can't afford to pay for any advertising. Okay, you can't afford it. Well, why is that then? When the company is estimated worth £32 million, because they don't want you to be successful. If they wanted you to be successful, they would make sure that their qualification, everything was given to the university to make it a university qualification. But there's so many things that goes against the rules and the laws, that's why they don't want to do it. They make it seem like, oh, they won't get what, holistic Tai Chi. No, what they won't get is advertising and recommending tobacco smoking in the courses. That's what they won't like. And then when they talk about going against doctors, and I've heard practitioners go, oh, I'm not going to do this because the doctor's recommending it, blah, blah, blah. This is completely wrong. If you're really extremely sick and you need to see a doctor, the doctors will get you better, not make you sicker. Now, Cass Ingram, he bought out American Herb and Spice. He died. He had a massive hole in his mouth and he died in the dentist through doing his own thing. The same with David Gedoff, a naturopath in America. He did the same thing and died as well. So don't make that mistake. Always, use your own knowledge as well as research if your doctor's telling you to do something. For instance, my doctor said to me, I need to take cholesterol-lowering drugs. I'd already read the book Cholesterol, the Myths. So I read that book, and in that book it said it was all a hoax, and it is all a hoax because it only increases your life by 1 or 2 days. But it gives you inflammation, pain, and lots of other problems when you take this drug. And when I spoke to the doctor, I said, so what are side effects of this lowering cholesterol statin? Oh, you're going to get inflammation and you might get a bit of ache and pain. Well, I don't get anything like that. So I never took it. And I spoke to my elite plastic surgeons that I've known for over 25 years, told them about it, told them about the book. They don't recommend it to any of their clients because of the danger of it. So you've always got to make a logical understanding before you say no to any doctor. Does that make sense? Or go down the natural path. If I've got a cold, I don't take anodine, I don't take any pill. I take ginger, garlic, as many natural onion, as many natural concoctions that I can. I boost my system, lots of vitamin C till I get diarrhea. I take that for 4 or 5 days and the cold's completely gone without taking any medication. So remember that. Don't get trapped in the philosophy of all doctors are bad, because they're not, and it might save your life. So really it's a proper cowboy qualification because it's only recognised by the private organisation, which is the C.H.E.K Institute. And then they try and get you on this licence bollocks, which is the biggest cowboy thing of ever, because you're paying for the licence that nobody would ever ask for. Now, it'd be different if your qualification was asked for by doctors, physios, osteopaths, chiropractors, or even the gyms. The gyms hate the C.H.E.K system because he slagged off all the machines. Oh, you can't use the cardiovascular machine, that's bad. Can't use the leg press, that's bad. You can't use the shoulder press. You can't use the lat pull down. He slated everything. So really, he bastardised his own system before he even fucking started. And then on top of that, smoking cannabis or tobacco, you don't know what's in that bag. In videos, oh, I've got a huge ego, but I'm a little man and I can do exactly what I want, but bastardising the system. And then when I told that they were bastardising the system, I get ostracised. I get kicked off the website or hidden on the website. 2,028 views, no inquiries, no calls from that actual thing. And then when they did jig it and it was started to show up underneath my Google profile, all of a sudden it disappeared. Because they knew I might get leads from it. So it disappeared. So remember that. And if you've got a disability, say you're at university, you've got a disability, you get a free laptop, right? And you get an extra tutor to help you. When you go and study with the C.H.E.K Institute for £11,595 for the 3 years and the £322 a month, you get academy help, but the academy help you get, none of them are qualified teachers. So how can they help you? And then Gavin and Paul have both been bankrupt. So why would you take a business advice from two people? One had nearly been bankrupt twice and the other one had been bankrupt when he had a building site, whatever it was. Why would you listen to these people? And why would you do, logically, a qualification that is a cowboy qualification? Because it's not recognised by Ofcom or fitness organisations in the UK or even in the States. So can you see it, how you turn into a cowboy cash cow? And why you shouldn't do it, in my opinion. I've done it. I've been through the whole of the levels, done it all. The stuff that you learn is absolutely amazing. Can you use all the stuff that you learn? No. Because you'll have a client like I had. Oh, I've got to adjust your atlas because it's affecting your left and right side of your body, and you went round in a circle 3 times, you went off to the left-hand side. No, I don't want you to do it. I want to go and see a qualified professional. Wait a minute. I've been qualified for 13 years and worked with hundreds of clients. No, I still don't want you to do it. You see my point? So the client was thinking he's got this C.H.E.K qualification that's not recognised like a physio, osteopath or chiropractor, so he didn't want to recognise it. It was a bit of an insult, but at the same time, I understand where he's coming from, and this will happen to you. And then when you try and sell it in the gym where everybody wants to beast themselves at 150 mile an hour because that's what they think is right in which to gain size and strength or to lose body fat, or they're taking the Manjaro jab, it's really difficult. Really, really difficult. Because you're selling or trying to sell something or convince people of something that is not recognised anywhere. Now, if it was recognised as a physio, osteopath, doctor or chiropractor or a healthcare professional, then I would have no problem. I would have no problem with it at all. But it just isn't like that in the fucking real world. With my 27 years of hardcore training experience in the gyms, as well as been working out for 35 years. So I've always been in a gym environment. So I know what works and what doesn't work. And I tell you what, to sell C.H.E.K stuff is really, really difficult. Really difficult. And that's why Gavin's got all them websites, because he knows it's really difficult. So he's trying to get everybody he possibly can. And then with his building where he's getting students to go there, he's getting an income from you as the student. Does that make sense? Then he's getting an income from supplements and bad equipment he's selling. I'll do a video on the blood pressure cuff that he sells, and the blood pressure cuff that Paul recommends is totally different. And it doesn't last, so it breaks very quickly, so you end up having to get a new one. So it's another way of cash cowing you. Does that make sense? The license is cash cowing you. Oh, you need a license every year, otherwise your stuff is not recognised by us, but it's not recognised by any cunt. It's a cowboy qualification. Yeehaw! Roll them, roll them, roll them. Keep them doggies moving, roll ho. That's a country and western song if you don't know. So really, really important. Do not sign up for the cowboy qualification. You can sign up for the knowledge, of course, but can you use it all? All what you learn in the 3-year process, they've mixed it up so much that diaphragm release, or on the C.H.E.K totem pole, your psyche is first and then your breath is next, because if you can't breathe, you die. But they teach you the diaphragm release on level 3, not on level 1, when you should learn it on level 1. The same was changing the psyche or the chakras should be taught on level 1, because it's top of the totem pole. But they get you to start at the bottom and work your way up. Does that make sense? And they've changed it around so many times that I don't even fucking know anymore. But I know if I release somebody's diaphragm today in 15 to 20 minutes, they have a massive change. If I do my Alberto Villoldo, best shaman in the world, rebalancing of the chakras, which is called the illumination process, my clients' feedback has been phenomenal. You can go onto my shaman page on my website. I think there's about 27 testimonials on there from clients that have gone, Scott, wow, just amazing. And I love the Alberto Villoldo stuff because, one, it was so much easier to learn, much quicker. The videos were much more professional and really pinpoint what you need to learn. Whereas the CHEK stuff goes over there, goes over there, goes over there. It's not, you know, in a functional way, in my opinion. But it's up to you. If you want to waste £11,595, £322 a month out of your salary or your dad's money or your mum's money or your inheritance for a certificate that's not recognised anywhere, wouldn't you have thought from 1995 when the CHEK Institute started that they would have made sure that it was a recognised qualification everywhere? They've had all that time, nearly 30 years. Then they changed the name to IMS 1, IMS 2, IMS 3, IMS 4, IMS 5, when CHEK Practitioner is not even known in the gym, so why would you change it to IMS? Integrated Movements Specialist. Who the fuck knows that? Put it into Google and see how many people or see how many times you can find it. It's very, very low. And see how many times people search for that person with that qualification. It's about 3% or 2%. It's so low that you would never get work from it. The other thing you've got to remember is that CHEK Practitioner search in Google is 12 times a month. Personal trainer is 45,000 times a month. Can you see why it's not a good qualification? It's a cowboy qualification. Yes, I'm a cowboy. I'm getting my horse next week. I'm going for a ride. But the difference is with my qualification is that, one, I've got 35 years of workout experience. Two, I went all the way to the end and completed all of it. And three, I know exactly what works from a business sales point of view. So if I go into the gym and I will see you doing the leg press, I'd get you off the leg press and I'll go, let's see you do a normal squat. If you could do a normal squat, you're fine. Then I'd say to you, right, let's see you do a press up. If you couldn't do a press up, I'd go, oh, you can't do a press up. Would you like to be able to do a press up? Yes, Scott, I'd like to be able to do a press up. Right, we've got to take it right back and find out your infant development, why you didn't learn how to do a push pattern. This is where you sell yourself in the gym and it works. But you've got to know it inside out to be able to do that. And remember, it's 3 years. And the 11,295 pounds, I might have got that wrong, that you have to pay over the 3 years, you've still got other stuff you need to pay for. You got to buy the calipers. You got to buy how to eat, move and be healthy. You might have to buy your cheese stick. So it's all adding up. Does that make sense? But making profit for them while you're making no profit because they've not marketed it right. Does that make sense? From 1995. So if you want to pay £322 a month out of your hard-earned cash that could get you a car, a holiday, or pay off some of your mortgage for a bit of paper that's not recognised anywhere apart from the private organisation, and then they have the cheek to say, if you don't pay, we take it away. Who gives a fuck? Take it away. Nobody cares about it. It's a cowboy qualification. I'm off and out. Bye.